title. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
All right, so things are beginning to heat up a little bit more in that cruiserweight division. We know that recently Lawrence Okolie lost his title to his WBO cruiserweight title to Chris Billings-Smith in it was a very, very boring fight, but a kind of a one-sided fight from Chris Billings-Smith. And now the IBF have stepped in and they have ordered a fight, an interesting fight. I would actually say this is probably one of the best matchups that could be made in the cruiserweight division. Now, this was back on June 15th. This was ordered back on June 15th. So this happened while I was on my little Stanley Cup sabbatical. I was on my break from boxing. But so right now it's June 20th, 4:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as I'm shooting this. So we're like 5 days from this being ordered. But the IBF Cruiserweight Champion, Jai Opetaia, who we have not really seen or heard from since he fought Marius Briedis in what was a great world title fight, he has been ordered to fight none other than the Midnight Train himself, Richard Riakporhe, next. And both fighters, both parties, have 30 days to agree to a deal, and then it'll go to purse bid. So with that being said, and with that being established on True School Sports, what a fight. Obviously, it's not official yet because, they have to agree to terms, and if not, then I guess Riakporhe loses spot, and then they go down the list. But good fight. Opetaia, long, good southpaw, punching power, speed, very athletic. But then you got Richard Riakporhe, who I would say is probably got the best straight right hand of the whole division. A very, very physically imposing fighter and a man for the cruiserweight division. Got a great blend of speed, power, and finishing abilities. And I would definitely say when you talk about the hardest punching fighters pound for pound, not just in the cruiserweight division, but from the country of the UK, I would definitely say there's an argument to be made that maybe Richard Riakporhe at the championship levels of boxing might be the hardest punching fighter from the UK. You see what I'm saying? Really good fighter. Kind of been overlooked on the world stage for a long time because he hasn't been able to get those fights against the top guys in the division, the champions. But now would be his chance to show what he could do against a proven champion, a guy that in Opetaia who beat the man. He beat Briedis, who was at the time the man in the division. So if this would be monumental for the career of Richard Riakporhe. And for Opetaia has had a whole slew of problems since he won the title. Like obviously he got his jaw broke against what's his name, Briedis, so he had to get surgery on that. Then he had a whole promotional battle with Dean Lonergan, and had to fight and go to court to fight that. Otherwise, he would have been stripped. So he's had some things to deal with outside the ring, beyond just making fights happen that have might have soured him a little bit. Who knows? But this would be a good fight. I do know, and I could be wrong, I believe it was the IBF. Yeah, so what I was going to say is that Riakporhe is getting this spot from Matthias Masternak because the IBF had initially ordered Opetaia to fight Matthias Masternak, who's a good fighter. Masternak withdrew from this whole situation. And now Matthias Masternak's probably angling towards a fight with Chris Billings-Smith. So he withdrew from the IBF situation. He's going to go the WBO route and go fight Chris Billings-Smith. That's why Riakporhe is getting the shot in the first place. But good fight. Really, really good fight. I think, probably one of the better fights out there to be made in boxing. Obviously, it's not going to get the fanfare of like an Inoue Fulton or a Crawford Spence or even like a better BF Callum Smith. But for my money and for style-wise, for entertainment value, for what both guys bring to the ring, this might be one of the best cruiserweight fights in years as far as excitement, styles, and just what's on the line. The fact that, Opetaia beat Briedis in the way he did. And it's a great chance for Opetaia to really further legitimize himself as a champion, because they say in boxing, you're not really a world champion to make that first title defense. And this is a hell of a first title defense. You're going to fight Richard Riakporhe, one of the hardest punching fighters in the weight class, one of the most physically imposing fighters in the weight class, one of the best straight right hands in boxing. Hey, hopefully, for our sake, the boxing fans, both fighters come to terms quickly and swiftly, and we get to the smoke, because this is a fight that I feel boxing fans as a whole can't miss. So make of that what you will. Those are my thoughts on the situation in the fight. But yeah, we'll definitely be following the further developments as it proceeds here on True School Sports. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe. The channel is growing and thriving, so I appreciate all the support we've been getting this year. It's almost the end of the first half of the year, so let's make the second half of the year even better than the first half. Help me get closer to that 100K subscriber mark. I really appreciate it, guys. But leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here at the Hatanaka Boxing Gym in Nagoya, Japan. And for more great videos just like this one, make sure you guys click right here.